Who are you saying hi to?
This is the beginning
Or
of
the
the
audience?
episode.
Okay, but like, are you saying hi to me or the audience?
Both of you. Hey.
Oh. Hey.
What's up, guys?
Yeah.
How you doing the intro?
Ample Sample, episode 8. Toby here.
Oluseun?
We have a special guest.
Tobego.
Yeah. If you want to do our titles, MPH,
Oh shit! Oh, we're going like that. Okay.
DJ.
DJ Tobego, MPH, New York to Houston, Houston to Lagos, and then the triangle completes back.
You have to
Lagos
remember
to NYC.
Port Harcourt too.
It's not even Lagos. It's PH. It's PH.
Don't colonize her.
Guys.
Please, I beg.
That's the ethnocentrism in me. Ethnocentrism. Ethno and center. That word that combines two of them. That was what I displayed. The PH original wasn't good. PH Houston, New York. On the way.
Queen.
And on that journey, we got the bachelors, we got the MPH, and more to come. So when you guys listen to the DJ sets, be checking the other highlights going on as well, because there's always more than that.
Amen.
But yeah, we usually start our episodes with what we've been listening to, what's been going on. So, Tobego, just take us there.
Okay.
Baby Day.
Today, I still need to listen to the Molly and Tyler song. And I need to listen to Eric Rima, and I'm so embarrassed to say that I haven't listened yet.
I haven't either. It's fine.
I don't have any gigs like right now that like require me to listen to that song. Actually, I do in like 2 weeks, but I'll listen to it before then. I've really been loving. I've been doing a lot of SoundCloud deep dives lately, and I heard this remix of. You guys know Allons Danse.
Yeah, Stromae.
Somebody made like a remix to that song, and it starts off with like the Windows like tune, and like it's a lot of tone play, and it's so insane. I was literally listening to it today. I was like, yo, like this is one of the craziest things I've ever heard. Yeah, what else have I been listening to? I've actually been listening to a lot of myself recently.
Introspection.
Listening to my mixes, learning from my mixes, thinking about, like what I want to do with some of them. And some of them are just really that great. And I'm just like, wow, this is so good. Like I really, really do know how to do this thing. So that's really what I've been listening to.
DJs, take notes.
Do you ever have that thing where, when you make something and like everyone around you is like, oh my god, this is so good, but then all you can do is notice like where you could have like done things better.
Yeah,
it's the plight of humanity.
It really is. And like I remember that there's so many times where, let me not say so many times, that sounds crazy, but there's been quite a few times where like I'm like, bro, I just had a disaster class. Like, in fact, more recently I had a gig and I was like, bro, I didn't like that set. And my friends that were there, they were like, oh, they liked it. There were people dancing. And I was like, nah, I didn't like that set. Oh my gosh, I could have done better. Like this sounded like this and that sounded like that and da-da-da-da. The person that booked me for that party just booked me again for something else. So I'm like, clearly I was tripping. But at the end of the day, I mean, I think that like being critical of yourself is very much tendency, or like it shows that you can like grow. It shows that you want to grow. And it's definitely, I think it's a very important thing, but like at the same time also kind of learning to just kind of appreciate what's there and being as just enjoy things in the moment.
And to be fair, if you're noticing like when you do your big one and you're able to give yourself credit, then it's like the balance is there. Like, you know when to be like, okay, I need to work on it, and when you're like, nobody can tell me shit actually. So,
exactly.
Fairs.
Yeah, I feel that a lot, because sometimes I make stuff and I'll just be like, Okay. But then it's like, at the same time, it's also like, even if I don't like it, right, somebody on the internet likes it, you know?
And that's always the thing. There's always somebody that likes it.
Yeah.
Like, somebody might be lying to me that they like it. Somebody might not be lying. Like, somebody likes it. Like, the worst mix you've ever heard in your life, there might be like 500 comments on that saying that, wow, this is the best thing they've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
And like, especially now, like on TikTok, like I see that all the time. Not the best DJ in the world, but like some of those TikTok mixes are ass.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're so terrible, but then there's 1,000 people jumping and screaming and these like excited faces and confused and surprised. I'm like, guys, like you and I both know that wasn't good. But I've learned that like the average party goer is extremely different from the average DJ.
Yes.
So
from the average anything.
Yeah.
Would that ever... So this person that booked you again, right? Like, assuming that what they liked from the set you did was something that you actually wanted to change or work on. When you're now going there again, are you looking to do more of the same? Or are you going there with, nah, that's not what I liked. And when next I go, I'm doing it how I'm going to improve on it in the way I feel like I should?
I mean, I think I'm going to go and I'm just going to improve on it in the way that I feel like I should. Because it just, like, at the end of the day, that person, I will say they have heard me play. I think they've definitely heard me play even before that time. And it's just really a thing of, like, I don't know, like, you're booking me. So, like, I also kind of I have to be myself at the end of the day. And so if I think I need to improve on something in a certain way, that's what's going to happen. And if you wanted more of that vibe that you saw before, then you should communicate that when you're booking me. But a lot of parties do give you free like room to do things in the way that you want to do them. Like at the end of the day, the goal is make sure people are dancing. And so a lot of the time no one's gonna explicitly tell you like, oh, do this, do that. Like they might tell you to like, okay, stay within a certain vibe or stay within a certain whatever, but at the end of the day, read the crowd and read the room. If what you're doing is not working out, then you need to think fast, on to the next.
Switch it up.
Shane, what have you been listening to?
I recently went for a heavy metal concert in Houston on Wednesday. So my ears are like just resting from that experience. And honestly, it was fun. Like at first I didn't fully, I was like, okay, if I hear a song I like, I'll jump around. But like I got introduced to like, I did moshing in native land, but that wasn't moshing. We're running away from things and like, like Naramali was calling us forward. Like, it's a different type of it. This one, they were like setting that it was more organized. It was more structured chaos. Yeah. And it was honestly honestly the best, one of top 2 experiences I've had like within a crowd, in that like people are like punching and kicking, but it's like you get punched and kicked down and immediately like 5 people are around you waiting for you to get back up. Once you get back up, somebody will be like, are you okay? Are you good? If you are, they just push you back again and you continue going. And like, it was really cathartic, like getting to just, move around. The headliner was Turnstile, but before then there was Jane Remover, this artist based in Chicago, I believe, and New York. There was Speed, and there were 2 Australian bands, Speed and then Emil and the Sniffers. They were also pretty good as well. There was somebody there inside the crowd dressed as a banana. So once the mosh starts, you just hear somebody scream, it's banana time, they'll start moshing. Like it was really, and honestly, not even the type of music I was listening to outside of that concert. Like at home, I'm listening to, based on the Conde episode we had, I started listening to Bola Mighty a little bit. That was cool. Brother Man and Helper were nice. And then there's this compilation album I found by Red something, but it's called Transa. And it's basically about like bringing awareness to like trans rights. And Sade has a song there. about her own child who had transitioned, and it was like an apology song and just trying to recognize like her child's personhood. So it's like it's a lot of artists that like I mean, not say would not have expected to be there, but like there were just a lot of artists there that I normally listen to. So really fun experience. Yeah.
Side note, you need to get, whenever you go for like loud music events, you should get like earplugs.
Oh, I did. You know, because it got to a point where I can't remember who I saw last. Maybe it was when we went for the mic show and I didn't have my earplugs in. And I was like, I'm going to go deaf soon. Like, if I continue like this, I'm going to go deaf soon. And it started, at first it was cool. It's kind of like staying up late where you're like, this is fun. And that's why you're like, no, this is like ruining my health, like gradually.
I really wonder who they set those standards for. Like, I actually don't get it.
The
speakers? Like, I don't think I haven't been for many events where I've been like, am I supposed to be here? Like, bro, I remember when I went for a Nigerian party in the US, and this was like an old people P, right? And I'm just thinking, like, how are these people like just moving around normally? Like, this is too loud for me. I don't understand.
And Louisiana is a state where like things are like usually like people have like loud engines. There's always block parties. So like a lot of my mates here are like partially deaf. Like it's not even it's just regulars. But you talk to somebody and they're like, no, this is my good ear, or like they can't hear you and they don't care. To them it's like, oh, we're already here, so let's just keep going. But like anyways, earplugs are. I would go as far as saying for some concerts, like they should have the same way you have VIP zone. Once you get to a certain point, you have to do earplug check. If you don't have it on, just stand back. Like for your own health.
You should look at be dashing it out. I agree.
You know the thing, so I think there's like some sort of like rule or law in New York where if the sound system of your venue goes above a certain number of decibels, that you need to have earplugs. And so some venues give it for free. Some of them charge like $1 for like earplugs, unless like, okay, you're like the DJ or something, and so they have those for the DJs for free. But then I have this like golden pair that I carry around all the time, and I wear it on my neck like a fucking lanyard, because I got like, you know how people used to have those like things on their glasses, those links on their glasses to kind of hold them. Yes, like I have one like that, but for my earplugs. And so I just like, anytime I'm going out anywhere, it doesn't matter if like I'm just going on a chill night out with my friends now. Like I'm carrying those earplugs because one, everywhere is too loud. But like two, like sometimes it's just so spontaneous that like from dinner we might end up in the freaking club. So like I need to always be prepared. These are my money makers, man.
That's real. I used to carry my pair everywhere, but I need to restart it again.
Did you start wearing them, or did you realize that you had to start wearing them like as you started DJing, or was this like pre-DJing? You already knew that like.
So the day I realized I needed to start wearing earplugs was actually at a Lancy Flow concert.
Where was it?
It was in Houston actually. This was like maybe 3 years ago, and my ears were ringing for like 2 days. It was my left ear specifically. And you know what? I don't think my left ear has recovered. Even now, like my right ear is definitely my good ear, but it was at Lancy Fo. And then my friend was in audiology school, and now she's a doctor of audiology, and she was preaching like hearing health and like earplugs and stuff. And so literally after that, I bought earplugs. And then I think the next like big show I went to after that was like Uncle Waffles or something. And that Uncle Waffles show was at there's this venue, and I don't remember the name. I've played there before. I DJ'd there for Show Them Camp.
Where?
It's not Warehouse Live. And it's
House
not
of Blues.
It's not House of Blues either. It's in Houston.
White Oak is big. I don't think Show Them Camp played in White Oak. I think I know what you're talking about, but
it might be White Oak though. Is White Oak big? Downtown?
Yeah, White Oak is
Bronze
downtown.
Peacock. White Oak has two venues though. There's the outdoor one and there's the indoor one. The only three I know are Bronze Peacock. No, 4. Bronze Peacock, White Oak, Warehouse, and
713.
What's the last one? There's 713. There's one where we saw.
Wait, what? 713. I'm trying to remember which one is 713.
713 is the big one
No,
that's by post, so it's definitely not 713.
guys, these are the issues.
This you're definitely. Do you remember the one that has
Shouldn't-
like the upstairs?
Oh, is it?
Shouldn't played out. Shouldn't the first time played at White Oak though? I think,
Okay.
or maybe it was 713. Whichever one has the one with the upstairs is what 713.
713 is where post is.
See, I actually haven't really. I've been to Post like maybe once or twice. So like,
713 downtown, like it's huge.
okay, it was Warehouse Live.
Oh, okay.
Uncle Waffles played.
Okay.
Uncle Waffles played at Warehouse Live. That's the one with like the old like theater kind of sign.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um, Yeah, and the bass, I could feel the bass in my chest.
Mhm.
And bro, I was so grateful to have earplugs that day. Like it was actually so insane. Like I was like, yo, like this shouldn't even be legal. Like I swear.
It's as well.
And when your ears feel protected, you're just like, okay, now I can enjoy myself, and it's
No,
okay.
it
Everybody is safe.
Yeah,
It
and like
really
it
changes
doesn't take
how you
anything. It
enjoy
doesn't
the
take
music.
anything away from the musical.
No, if
It
anything,
doesn't.
you can hear the music clearer.
Yeah.
Like everything just sounds better with your earplugs in. Apart
It's like
from
a
people's
filter, low-key.
voices. Yeah.
But I don't mind. I
exactly.
don't need to hear what they're saying.
I
Yeah.
agree.
So
Okay.
run us through your listening history now.
What have I been listening to? Honestly, man, probably a lot of Z level 10. A lot of Z level 10. I like the new Loa song. Fine Wine is pretty cool. A lot of Tucci Bedford as well. And then
Leg over.
I rewatched Queer, so I've been listening to the score by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. That was pretty good. A lot of 3-step. I can't tell you everyone, but Lala. Well, I don't remember his last name, but oh my god,
Skin.
yes, Jesus, man.
I was just listening to him at the gym today, and it's like, Omo,
I'm moving to the
the
band.
build
man.
up to his music
Like
is
it's
crazy.
actually time. There's nothing for me in Lagos or this part of the world, but yeah, he's really
I
good.
agree.
A lot of the Loopers, Arts Al Ghul. Who else?
Yeah.
I also went to a few concerts recently. I went to this concert, this fella tribute, played by this band called Stone Fruit. It was really nice. And then I went to my school's orchestra thing yesterday, and I heard this song that was written by this guy called Gioacchino Rossini. Man, some interesting things. And then this other song called The Twittering Machine. I don't remember the name of the person who composed it, but I'll write it. I'll add in the description of the playlist. But like the song is based off of a painting by this guy called Paul Key, I think. And it's like a painting of like 3 or 4 birds. And if you see the painting, it's kind of interesting. And it's one of those paintings that you see and you're like, why is this at the, like I can do this. But like I also think it's very interesting that someone wrote a whole 13 or 10-minute song based off of this painting and all the what's it called? Her thought process was, okay, I'm going to write a song based off all the events I can think of that could happen in this painting. And when you see the painting and you listen to the song, like you can see where she was going. So yeah, that was really cool. I think that's it as far as
music lovers.
it's not easy, man. Other than that,
Mental jazz, like
we're in there.
nice.
But yeah, and
From
like
classical to Atsalgu.
I think
same
a little also I've been trying to get into Chicago house because that's where I am now. So and I'm not going to say this here because I've said it everywhere else. But I actually want to get more into Chicago house and like whatever Metro Booming did on his last album. Like I want to hear a lot more of that. Because I heard it, like I didn't really listen to the album when it came out. I didn't really care because I'm not really a Metro Boomin guy. But I was at a party and someone was playing the song and I was like, who is this? And then I listened to the whole album and I was like, oh my God, like like this is music I actually want to move to. So yeah, shouts out to Metro.
Shout out Metro, man. That album is actually fucking insane. Anytime I hear a song off of it, like anywhere, I'm jumping. Like I'm like, yo, this shit's crazy. Shout out Z Level 10 to Tensky has saved me
Tensky save me.
because yo, that shit's crazy. Like Idonsky,
I'm a Zanku guy
you're the
myself.
best person in the world, man. I mean, Idonsky was the first song I heard, and it was just like, yo, this shit's crazy. But honestly, I find it hard to tell you, like, I'm finding it hard to even tell you, like, oh my gosh, I don't like this song because I like all of them.
Yeah. I think, like, him turning Yami to a, what's it called? To, like, a word.
To a word on his own is crazy. Yeah.
I said, wow, why didn't I think of this? Like, that's crazy. Like, I'm about to start using that. For sure.
I see with Escalade as well. Like, why didn't I think of Escalade?
Yeah.
I hate when people are funnier than me.
It's unfair. But this is also a reminder to just say all the things that you think are silly and just put it out because it will stick somewhere. Cringe is really like, cringe is in the eye of the beholder. Quote me.
You have to carry it, and even if it doesn't work, you have
cringe.
Exactly, you have to carry it with vim. It's not cringe, but like and I said in the back of the Escalade Dizzy because I'm kilo busy guy. Do you get this? Like, no, it's not. It was
damn.
It was silly at best. It was silly at best, and it turned out cool. But like, he thought he was philosophizing.
No, that shit actually cracked me up. And now that man has dropped Busypedia. Like, crazy.
Busypedia is crazy. Is that a new EP or just this is a separate song now?
No, so like it's not even a song. Busypedia is quite literally encyclopedia of Marvel's language, like what's language or whatever the fuck he calls it. But it's quite literally a book that defines all the things that he says. So like easy, TZ, this, that. And I bought one. Like it's like a coffee table book of sorts.
Oh, and he started selling this.
I don't know if he started selling it. My cousin has one, and they're sending it to me. And I'm like, please bring it. I don't know if he started selling it yet though, but I'm like, yo, I need this.
That's definitely interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. I'm not that into the Marvel verse yet, but yeah.
You need to hop on. There's more to life than Escaladizi and Shaka Bulizi.
No, my favorite Marvel song is, in a way it's not a song, but like it's a song, it's Body Work. And it is because in the beginning of the song, there is like this crazy jazz sample that really reminds me of a song I can't remember now, but you'll see it in the playlist. But like the way it starts off, like there's just this jazz sample and then they start rapping. I'm just like, wow. Like, okay, like you can actually do anything you want.
Marvel is really good at that sampling game, honestly. Like I feel like I listen to a lot of his songs and I'm like, yo, like Tumoweto with the Mine Alone, Oxlade's chorus on Show Them Camps Mine Alone. Like I was like, and then it's like kind of like sped up a bit. I'm like, yo, this is actually one of the best things I've ever heard in my life. Like ever.
Honestly, I'm very happy with what's happening in Nigeria right now with music. I'm proud.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Tensky is in a world of his own. Like he's literally in a world of his own. Maye, nobody can do Maye.
Yeah.
Tupac can't do Maye.
Amen.
I like Fly as well. Fly is like crazy. Fly is so good.
I want to like guys, Fly, Power, like all of this is actually insane.
Do you know something I really love? I love all the memes. But like people have been making of like all the like Tensky memes and like the Artogo memes, like they're really hilarious.
Oh my gosh, my favorite one was that Mr. Download and then they just put it Dusky. I loved that meme so much. Just a download of the music, man.
But yeah, the meats.
You need to stop saying meat on this podcast.
Why can't I see? What's wrong with meat?
I was going to talk about like you mentioned all these artists that you're mentioning. in passing, you had said that you opened for Show Them Camp, and it's like now the people that you listen to and you're like, oh shit, this thing is really good, are now people that can contact you and be like, hey, we have this show coming up. We need you to open for us. Like, start setting the vibe for like our performances. How does that feel? Like, do you feel closer to them? Not in terms of like, oh, like proximity, but actually like, oh, I'm like stepping into that ecosystem,
The culture.
the culture.
Yeah, I mean, like, I definitely feel when I'm done fangirling, I definitely, it's like, yo, like, for me to like come into the space and actually set the tone, like, that means a lot. I don't feel as close in terms of like I feel close in terms of culture, in terms of like pushing the music and like pushing things. But then when you think about like, oh, like the processes behind it and all of that's like, okay, I feel very far from that. So like I think I would only feel like that like close like feeling if I was like, oh, somebody's official DJ or something, and like I was in the studio with them every waking minute. But it still feels really nice to, like set that vibe, set that tone. First of all, to even have like such artists like kind of reach out to be like, hey, like I need you to come and do this, or like need you to come and do that, and then just like keep going. It's actually so insane.
Do you see yourself producing at any point, or making any type of music being involved in any type of music making?
You know what's funny? I actually have one song that one edit. Let me not say a song. I produced an edit with my friend as a back-to-back Zeridiel edits, and it's kind of on like a housey, dancey kind of beat. We never put it out because it just wasn't like it's my first thing. It's like not the best thing in the world, but I remember he played it at a set, and that thing actually went so insane. And even now, like when he produces, like he calls me and I do like I guess like you can say like executive production. Like I'm like, oh well, I think you should do this instead, and I think you should like chop this up and like put it here, or like repeat this loop, or like this or that. And I think at the space that I am in with DJing right now, production is absolutely like the next space to kind of like go into. Just noting like the kind of people who are succeeding right now are mostly producers or people who are going off of like using a lot of like producer edits in their mixes and mashups. So it's definitely something that I think it's interesting. I wouldn't do it necessarily just for the sake of blowing. Like I would do it because of something that, I want to do. And so I think when I'm done studying for this MCATs, like that's the next thing I'm going to like look into. That's I'm taking a French exam. I want to take a French exam, guys.
Like DALF?
No, I took DELF already. But you know what? Yeah, technically I DELF. I want to do like the C level exam.
Yeah.
That's everybody doing French.
And it's not. And you know the pass mark for that thing is so low. Like you think when I was studying for it, I didn't know. So because after I left my French speaking school really early in life, so I didn't really have like I didn't write like what they would have as like junior WAEC or WAEC. So there was no documentation for me actually speaking French. So I just took the C1 exam, and I hadn't spoken French regularly in like 4 or 5 years. And I was worried. I was like, So I was studying. Pass mark is 50 over 100. And I was like,
I'm actually yelling.
It's ridiculous. Maybe it's different depending on the country you go to, but like the one I did in Lagos, Shiny Keja, it was very low. And
the last time I took DELF, like I didn't take like a C, this thing, like I took like an A, like A1 or something like that. And like I saw my score and I was just like low. I think like in my school, like there were only 3 of us that were taking French, and 3 of us had like some of the highest scores in Nigeria. Like it was actually so insane. Like that's why like it was so insane. I was like, guys, this exam was just a bit too easy. Like I need to be challenged.
So you feel ready for C1 as well, like you've been practicing?
Have I been practicing? No, but I feel like if I just sit down for like a month or two, like I can very easily get back into the game. I started using Mango because I have a
I've heard
library
of
card,
that.
and my library card pays for Mango, so like I can get it for free.
So is it worth it?
And I mean, I think so far so good, but like I'm not even putting any efforts in right now. Like I'm still doing. My French is funny because like I know a lot of like basic conversation stuff, but like sometimes like I think because I haven't been using it that much, I forget some words, and so I'm like I'm trying to like refresh on like everything. But if it's to count to 80, I can do that for you. I can actually do more than that, but you know, I'm fine. I
Easy
can have a
peasy.
light conversation.
So I can count
Easy
it.
Very
peasy.
like easy, straight to the point conversation. It's just maybe if you ask me like 85, like I might have to like slow down for a second and be like, okay, 4 something.
5.
4 I know that. But yeah,
Can't
like, I
like
have to be like,
whenever I think of learning French, I always think of that video of Liz where she does the
counting.
the
song, yeah.
It is so that video is so
That's a
good.
classic.
And she got it exactly. She got everything, and it's like, bruh, this is real French, man. But speaking of the MPH, has that ever? Is there any point you could get to in DJing where you're like, forget med school, like I'm lost. This is me now.
okay, right now I'm finding it hard to say yes. Like there's a point I'll get to where I'll be like, fuck this. Because even like all the people I look up to in the DJ world, like all my oldest in this thing, like, vice president at Goldman Sachs, manager at Google, this at Amazon, head of this at this, that. Like, a lot of people in like this entertainment industry have full-time jobs. A lot of them are so like in so many different spaces at once. And I'm the type of person that does like 10 million things like at once. And so I'm finding it hard right now to say that, like I would get to the XYZ stage and like cut it. But I don't know, like it really depends. It really, really depends. Like maybe if I'm like Waffles or like Josie and I'm touring like 10, 11 months out of the year, like obviously then in that case, like maybe like all these other things are just gonna have to be like, bye. But for right now, my 100K degree has to be put to use, man.
That's fair. Interrupt the investments. That'd be the rewards of the investments.
I really do need to see Josie, and I don't plan the last time I go to
Well, I feel like every opportunity I've had to see a South African DJ, I don't know how I just managed to this year though. I mean next year. Nothing like that. Houston roads will not stop me. We have trains here. Thank you.
Lucky.
But yeah,
to leave this out, man.
It's something I feel like we should talk about lightly is like, AI. Like, how do you think that might affect DJing? And it might not necessarily be like, oh, we have DJs. You know what? Let's just start there because Spotify has their own AI DJ, and let me say it here that it is horrible and I hate it. I use it, but I hate it.
I have been seeing all those AI mixes on TikTok, and I'm just like, damn, like AI is never taking my job, like ever, because it just cuts the music. Like I might as well press play and stop and play like from one song to the other. Like I've heard maybe like 3 or 4 that were nice, and the only reason those 3 or 4 were nice was because the songs that they were mixing in had intros and it just kind of sounded like a mashup. But if it's 2 like heavy vocal songs, like it sounds so terrible. And like kind of going back to the, there's always somebody that will like something. Like there's now always people like, oh my gosh, wow, that doesn't sound good. Like I'm like, guys, that actually doesn't sound good at all. Like why are we lying here? And so I really don't think AI could ever take my job. Do I think AI could potentially make my job easier? Yes. And like I think like the facility for that already exists because there's so many like when I first started learning how to DJ, I learned how to DJ on virtual DJ. And there was this thing where it would recommend a song for you based off of the song that you had loaded in that it thought would go kind of well with like the vibe. And I don't at that time I never really questioned what it was using to like make those decisions. But whenever I would try it, it always sounded good.
Mhm.
And then even now, like there's some times where like, oh my gosh, I have this one song and I'm like, I actually don't know what to mix this song with.
Mhm.
Like when I'm just in my room practicing and I go on this AI website thingy and I put in the song, select it, and then it shows me a list of other songs that like
Mhm.
kind of fit the vibe based off of like BPM, key, and popularity. And then I just play around with like all of those options and see like what I think works the best. And like 7, 8 out of 10, it always like still sounds good. But like I have to be the one that's like creative and I have to be the one that like is doing this like crazy like mashup transition, or not even like mashup transition, but just something good.
Yeah.
And like at the end of the day, AI can also never like move the crowd, because like if you have to like put in AI like, okay, this song, this song, this song, this song, like this huge playlist, but then like when you're in person, like, okay, people aren't really fucking with this song, like
Mhm.
AI is not going to notice that, they're not going to be able to like change that.
Yeah.
It just really takes away like that human element of a live performance, which I don't think should be erased ever, or what's going to be the point of people going out anymore.
Yeah. That's fair.
Do you ever honor it, like, given that like you are like pretty confident in your taste and how you have an understanding of how to move the crowd, do you honor song requests?
No, no. You have that flashing lights. I don't like you. That like, you know
They're
when they
blinking
like,
lights at you.
and it's blinking. You know that thing on the phone, that app,
Mhm.
whatever that app is called. I don't know what that app is. I don't have it. That app that's blinking with a song request.
I didn't even know
Like
that was
I'm
a
actually,
thing.
it's a thing. Like I'm not going to answer you. People come up to me. I remember recently I was DJing at some university, and I'm playing Afrobeats. Now, mind you, I was booked by like their ASA, and I'm playing Afrobeats. Someone comes up to me like, and it's the MC, and they're like, oh, like, you should kind of like switch up the vibe. Like, you've been playing a lot of Afro. But like to my understanding, this event was
Mm-hmm.
an Afrobeats kind of situation. So I switch up the vibe, but then people come to me, they're like, oh, can you play Afrobeats? And I'm like, guys, what was I just doing?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay. And I'm like, you know what? Stop all of this. I'm just going to play Afro beats.
Mm-hmm.
So we're playing Afro, and then, someone's like huge crowd. Everyone's dancing. They form this huge dance circle. Someone comes up to me like, can you play soca? And I'm like, can you see the
Maybe.
crowd? Can you see the
Can you read
crowd?
the room?
So like, for the most part, like I don't really believe in song requests. However, I will say that there are times where, as a DJ, you are not connecting with the audience. And in that sort of situation, I think someone coming up with a song request could be the very catalyst that you need to be able to connect with that audience.
Yeah. I see how that could happen. I think I think I've been in situations where like in my mind I've been like, this might be a cool song, but like nothing can possess me to be like, let me tell this person how to do their job.
Exactly. There's just I feel like there's just some things that you
People don't
just hold
care.
sacred.
No, a lot of
It's-
people, to be fair, like a lot of people actually really just want to hear like the music that they want to hear. And like,
Mhm.
I don't blame you, but like sometimes the music that you want to hear it just doesn't make
Sucks.
sense right now. Like sometimes it sucks. Sometimes like I was playing at some party one day, some guy comes up to me like, can you play my song? I'm like, no. I'm like, I don't know your song. I'm like, no.
No, I like
And he
that courage. Kind
stands.
of.
There's like, you know what? This has happened on multiple occasions. But so one of the first times this thing happened, the guy that she just stood there while I was DJing the whole time. It's like, okay, so can you play my song now? Can you play my song now?
That's
It's your
nasty.
eardrum on. I was like, yo, like what are we doing? What are we actually doing? And then another time, this guy's like, can you play my song? I was like, no. He's like, I'll pay you $20. I was like, no. Like, and then it kept going up in like $20 increments, and then it hit 100, and I was like, honestly, I actually don't care. Like, I'm not gonna do that. And then he shakes me, like this guy literally starts shaking me, and I'm like,
as per holding your shoulders and
yeah, I'm like, do I know you? Like,
that's crazy.
Even if I knew you, like, why is that happening? And then it's so violent that like the music, like I hit like the play button and the music like stops, and I'm just like, bro, like what? Like, what are we actually doing here? Like, it was so insane. But
that's nuts.
Yeah, like, because if you even come with a song request and it's a song that like I know it's a song that I'm not against, like, because if you hear my sets, you know that I'm not against playing unpopular songs. Like, I will play anything that I think is good, if I think the crowd will like it, and also depending on the time of the type of event I'm playing and the time of the event that I'm playing. But like, if you're coming with a song that I've never heard before, like, I don't know what to tell you, like,
bro. Do you know that this kind of happened to me? I'm not a DJ, right? But like at time of our lives, I think because of my like all access badge, and I was working on the graphics for like the big screen on my laptop in the back, and this guy comes up to me and he sees me working on it. He's like, "Oh, is there space for me to go up and perform?" And I'm like, "How do you think?" Mind you, like guys are performing, and I'm just like, how do you think me at the back here that is doing graphic design and animation is going to get you up on stage performing? And I'm like, I can't really help you with that. Like they kind of booked these people a few months ago, you know. And he's really asking, and I'm just like, I really wanted to tell him like, you know what, let me go and ask. But it's like, I'm so sorry, man. I don't know what you want me to do.
I would have like reach a stopping point in my work and be like, don't worry, bro, I'll go and ask for you. I've
like,
not done anything, just come and be like,
I'm just taking pictures, bro. I'm not the guy.
Nah, I won't have even asked. I'm sorry. Like, I think that's a bit insane. Do you even know who this person is? Like,
he's crazy.
I would have lied though. No, I'm not. I'll tell him I'm going to ask, but I'm not asking
like,
anybody.
it's not even as if like it's an artist that's around. It's like a completely random person that
somebody who bought tickets to attend the concert.
You know, I would really, really, really love to hear this person's music. Like,
I mean, I hope it's good. I don't want to make an assumption now, but I'm just like, I mean, I in a way I appreciate the moxie. Like, it's, you know, it's not easy to do that.
Closed mouths definitely don't get fed. I will, but
there's a limit,
like, because there's a limit. There's so many things. Okay,
don't shake the DJ.
Don't shake the DJ. Like, don't shake the DJ.
Yeah.
Why are you coming when the event is already happening to ask if you can perform? Put in the work before it. Like, like, for example, like Sugar Camp. The first time I DJ for Sugar Camp, I was in the work. I was like, guys, hi, and that's how I got it. And so it's like, well, I didn't tell them hi. I was like, I actually tweeted that. I actually tweeted and I tagged them. I was like, how can I open for Showdown Camp in Houston? And then the tour manager saw my tweets and responded and was like, text me. It was like, text me on Instagram at da 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 da. And I texted and it was like, okay, took my number, sent him mixes. I don't even know if he listened. Maybe he had like 5 seconds. I don't think he listened to the full thing. He was just like, you know what? Yeah, I don't care.
What makes you say
that's
that?
how that happened. Oh, I say that because, well, to be fair, like, I was like, did you finish the whole thing? He was like, no. But knowing him, because like now him and I are friends. And so knowing him, I'm almost 100% sure that he might have just listened to the very beginning.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, this sounds good enough. And like, at least I wasn't like outrageous. Like, I didn't disappoint or nothing, but it was just so funny. But yeah, like, put in the work beforehand. Because really and truly, like, if when they announced the event, when he bought his tickets, if before he bought his tickets, he found the organizers, reached out to them. You don't even have to know the organizers personally, although I'm sure like they follow themselves on the Tool page. But like, you could have just messaged Tool, go on and be like, hey, I'm an artist. Like, can I perform? And then give them like a link to your music. Like, I don't like that kind of like lazy work. Like, what do you think is going to happen at the event? You think somebody's just, well, I heard stories though of like, you know, like DJs always say they always carry their USB just in case somebody ever tells them to hop on. I've heard stories of like things like that where people are like carrying their USB and then randomly they just have to hop on. Maybe the person thought that would be their blessing today. I don't know.
Do you carry a USB?
I'm not even a USB DJ, so like if you see me with my USB, then a loss must have happened.
You need that performance.
Nah, but so like I typically carry my USB when there's like I carry my USB whenever I'm playing at a new venue. I will say, because sometimes your laptop technology, it will fail you, it won't connect to something. And then I also carry my USB at specific venues that my laptop just never connects to. So those are like the two situations where I always have my USB, and like you always just kind of want to be prepared in that like capacity, because at least like while I'm figuring out any tech issues, I can like plug in my USB, start playing, and then if it gets figured out, then I can switch over to my laptop. If it doesn't get figured out, I'm stuck on my USB. I have to play the rest of my set through my USB.
Okay.
So whether where was it something? Whether it's like the people attending the booking or the booking managers themselves, are there like parts of like etiquette that you wish either party just had? Like if it's like we've already said, don't shake the DJ. Like, is there anything that I'm more so curious about booking managers, because like those are people that like we don't see because we just attend the party and like
Yeah, I mean, I've worked with like really amazing people that I think I would say like I don't necessarily have any issues with, like, or I can't even think of any like etiquette issues that booking managers would have. I think the only more general thing I would say is make sure that like before you book a DJ, don't just book a DJ based on, oh my gosh, this person is popping right now, or like I don't know, like just make sure that you like know this person's sound, because I think there's DJs that are open format, there's DJs that are multi-genre, and there's DJs that that kind of stick within a niche. And so don't try to book a niche DJ and then expect them to come and not do their niche. Like
something I've been thinking about recently, right, is like I feel like a lot of the African adjacent parties I went to in Houston, right, people are going to listen to songs they already know, or like they just want to hear. It's kind of like, okay, I'm getting ready to go to a concert and not I'm going outside to dance and enjoy myself. And I don't know, like it kind of rubs me the wrong way. I understand the motivation, but I'm also like you guys, let somebody else take control. Like it's I think we all have speakers now, and we all have access to Spotify and Apple Music. So I feel like if you've paid to go outside, at some point you would probably want to let somebody else, take the reins or something. I don't know. I don't know. I think I just want to hear a DJ's perspective on like those kind of situations and like people's responses to like you playing stuff that isn't necessarily always popular or yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with you. Like, you woke up, you showered. I hope you showered. You put on makeup, or you didn't, if you're somebody that doesn't wear makeup. You looked with your friends on FaceTime for an outfit. You wore that outfit. You paid for an Uber, or
Likely.
you drove, or you entered the train and went to a venue, and then you got there and you wanted to listen to the things that you already listened to at home. Like, guys, like at some point as a party goer, like you have to be willing to put in the work. And like the work is the mindset that I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna be open-minded, and I'm gonna enjoy. Especially because a lot of these events now that like you're going to hear Escalade DZ. Like, why are you requesting Escalade DZ? Like, Escalade DZ is one of the biggest songs coming out of Nigeria right now. Like, it will be played. I just can't play Escalade DZ at 10 p.m. when the party started at 9 p.m. Like, half the crowd isn't even here yet. Like, let's be so for real. And I think more people just need to be willing to like kind of like meet organizers where they're at. But as DJs too, like being able to, I guess, like properly like sandwich music, I think is what I've kind of learned, or what I kind of say. Like if I'm gonna play a song that I know is not that popular and I'm playing at like prime time, I'm going to put it in between two really popular songs. So it's like that way people don't immediately feel like, oh my gosh, like what is going on? Like da 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 da. But like I'm always like, I think if I like a song and I think it has star power, like I'm always gonna try and figure out like how to play it. I think I'm kind of lucky as of late where I've been playing for a lot of people who are like me and a lot of people who are really open minded and a lot of people who are, like willing and happy to be here. Here being like the space of the party. And so a lot of things like go like resonate better. Like I played at Colors recently, and I remember I played Amaray and I played SMO, and someone came up to me after and they were like, "Oh my gosh, do you know that you're the first DJ I've ever heard to play Amaray?" And I was like, "That's good." Like I'm like that's the kind of thing like I want to consistently hear, because I think that that's what my sound is, like blending the things that you know with the things that you don't know and the things that you wish you could hear more of.
No, totally. Like, I think it's okay not to enjoy a particular part of a mix or whatever. That's fine. You can't like everything. But I also think there's a time to surrender. If putting it that way makes you feel uncomfortable, I'm sorry. But I just feel like there's a time to let your guard down and like just take in whatever is being played. Because I can't even say I've always been that person, but like sometimes I'm just like, wow, I've never heard this. I've either never heard this song before, or like I want to hear something like this again, and like I'm really paying attention to DJ. Like I'm the type of person that I'm a DJ's pet, man. Like I used to be messaging them after these sets, like, oh my god, that was really good, or I'll just follow or something, or I'll go and look for their mixes outside.
Like you just have to be willing to have fun, man. Like you just really have to be willing to have fun. Because if you're not willing, then like that is just actually say it. I love going to the DJ and find out what their name is. Like go see them when they play again. Like it's just so nice. And like it's because especially like when I feel like when you're open minded, like I've been in the club like with my Shazam like turned on, because I'm like,
I used to
what
lower
is
my
this
brightness.
song? I lower my brightness.
Exactly.
In fact,
And
sometimes
and I'll just put the phone like
I would hide my phone. I'd be like, I'll just turn, like I put on my Shazam. Just what is this song? Like this is a beauty. Like this is like music. Well, it is music to my ears. Like this is like beauty talking to me. That's literally what the song is. I'm like, sometimes like there's some DJs that I've seen and their sets are so fire. I'm like, I don't know any song playing here right now. And then I just put on also Shazam and I leave my phone in my pockets for the rest of the night. Or at least for the rest of the sets.
It's just constantly IDing songs. I
The
didn't know
entire
that.
time. And then it turns it into like a playlist kind of situation on Shazam. And then you can like click in and add stuff to your Apple Music, like directly from Shazam. Like
Noted.
It's like the best thing ever. Like I love discovering new music. I love discovering like even like rediscovering music. And so like sometimes even for like a familiar set where like, oh, I know all the songs, like it might be like a few songs I haven't heard in a while and I want to remember that, oh my gosh, like this song, because maybe I want to play it. Or maybe I want to just go back and listen to it. So I'll just Shazam the song because I know that I constantly go back into my Shazam. I kind of like look, like I think recently I got to play Wizkid's Bombay. Like I don't think I've ever heard that at a party in my 6 years of partying in the US. I don't think I have. When I got to play it and it was so fun. Like it entered so well. I was like, guys, wow.
There's power in oldies, but I also feel like there's an unharnessed power in oldies that are not that old, which is also the unfortunate reality of the world that Afrobeat exists in, because it's so fast paced, songs become all these like this, and it's like
quickly.
we didn't even get to, we didn't even get to see people do things with this song. It's just like, okay, on to the next, Ashake, new, like, I can count the amount of times I have heard like Dupe or Nzaza outside, which is very unfortunate because they're wonderful songs, and I understand why people wouldn't, may or may not play them. But even, bro, I feel like we don't play whiny music anymore. Like, and I also understand because I feel like the club environment has changed. Like, people are not really going there to catch wines like that anymore, except maybe probably mostly niggas. But like, maybe not the club, but like, all these like dirties and stuff like that. Like, even myself, I don't remember the last time I went to a party and I was like, oh, wines. But it's also like,
I agree. But I do think that whiny music is coming back, and like, people are trying to make the club like sexy again. And even me, like, anyway, I blame Legwork for like all of this. Like, that's really what's happening. But I think whiny music is coming back, and like even me, I'm like always trying to make sure that like there's like a conscious like thing in my music that like, like, bro, I'm trying to play for the girls in like as much capacity as I can. But yeah, Nigerian music, like we cycle through Nigerian music so fast, and like Nigerian music, like Afrobeats, is in such an interesting space right now where I'm just like, can everybody just stop dropping music apart from Rema and Ira Star? Maybe
they're making whiny music, so it's allowed.
They're so allowed. Maybe AG Baby. I can't exactly think of any other names right now, but there are a few more people that are allowed to continue making music. But every other person just gonna sit down.
Yeah, I think we definitely need to slow down.
Let's just rest 5-6 months. I don't want to be seen. Yeah, but you know what? A lot of people
some of them are touring too much.
Burna Boy.
What did you say?
Rema was in like India. Remember that we did? He went to India, he went to Egypt. I was just like, I was like, man, and he was dropping songs at the same time as well.
But like, you know the thing, Rema gets a pass because for every tour that Rema has had, there has been something new.
Yeah. I
saw Rema at his very first ever like club tour, and then up until now, like him performing, he is, and like each time, like I've seen Rema every year for like 4 or 5 years at this point, and each time it's something different. Like when I remember his club tour, like I think he was still shy then. He didn't have enough like stage presence. By the next time I saw him perform, 1 year later, I was like, yo, it's the same boy I saw. And like growing. The music is new, the music is different. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. The next year again, like he's built like, cause already like first year, like the second year, like he had started like carrying that like teddy bear around. By the next year, he's now like riding on the bike with the teddy bear in. There's this huge like stage setup. Like Rema is somebody that has been growing as an artist, and like each tape, each album, everything like continues to grow. His style is evolving, and like he's allowed, like whatever he wants to do, like he's allowed to do it, honestly.
He is allowed. Yeah.
He is. And I don't think a lot of other artists can say that. Like I don't see, and maybe like some of them are just not putting out the music that shows them evolving with their sound. But like for example, like Wiz, I don't see, and I hope none of you are like FC, but
we're not in any type of fan club of any kind.
Yeah, because I started talking about Wiz the other day, and some FC was just looking at me, and I was like, okay. But like Wiz, for example, like while he makes great music, I don't see him evolving in his sound. And like I'm sure he has music that is evolving, but like you can't come and tell me, oh my gosh, I'm not no damn Afrobeats artist, and you're just still coming with the exact same Afrobeats. And I'm not even hearing like a different genre in your music. I'm not hearing anything new and like evolving like in the craft. And maybe it's because there's this pressure to like in the Afrobeat space, like we've said, like to just kind of continue putting out music and to continue just like churning.
I'm not sure whether we talk you mentioned doing like a deep dive into the beginning of the episode. You did the deep dive into SoundCloud, and then you also mentioned like the show and also Shazam, which I'm carrying with me for the rest of my life now. Like, would you say those are, or do you have any other means of researching the music that you then incorporate into your sets, or like, are those like your go-tos when it comes to that?
For the most part, those are my go-tos. However, I follow quite a few people who are, for a lack of better terms, I would say music historians. And so I think they post like there's this Instagram page called Afrofusion Archive, and they post like a lot of different sounds like across like Africa. And so sometimes when I'm looking for new music, or like inspiration at the very least, I kind of like go through that, look through that, and then from there, like maybe when I pick something that I really like, from there I kind of like deep dive. But I think when we're thinking about that deep dive, I only do it like at least for Afrobeats anyway. Like I grew up on Afrobeats, and so I don't need to go out of my way to think about Afrobeats. Like that's what I breathe. So I'm just like, okay, like Afrobeats, I don't even think too much. Like I know the artists, I know also these songs. Maybe some of them I just don't remember, but all I have to do is go on your Apple Music page and I'm like, oh, like wow, I haven't heard this song in so long. But when it comes to like all the other genres that I play and that like I kind of like think of, like I think SoundCloud has been the biggest like help, but then all those Instagram pages also serve me like varying purposes.
That was even one of the things I wanted to ask you before we wrapped up. Like, what genres have you found particularly difficult to like, blend into like a cohesive? Because when you mentioned learning French, I was like, I wonder if you're like tapping into either music in France, like people like Tai Chi, or like music in like Ivory Coast or like around there.
Yeah, I mean, so I actually play lots of French music in my sets. My favorite song right now is Georgie, Georgie, Georgie. I love that song.
Give us the name now.
What song? I was about to say, what's the name of this song?
It's spelled as Charger. Charger.
Oh, Charger. Okay.
Yeah, I can tell I have a fake like I don't roll my R's.
It gets there. You can actually, honestly, I used to do it for real when I was younger, but like you can do it. It's like just you can breathe out and it like, and it's like, yo. Anyways, continue.
Anyway, but yeah, so songs. So sometimes I think it's not even about like a specific genre that I find hard. I think the problem I've kind of found is like specific songs. Like there's some specific like Len songs that I cannot ever play in the party because they're so hard to mix. There's some old Afrobeats is insanely hard to mix, and there's a reason why you keep hearing the exact same Afrobeats when you think about old Afrobeats from like so many DJs, because if they're going to mix some of these other songs, like it's probably going to sound horrific, but like the only reason why it would just still work is because of nostalgia, and we know that nostalgia is like one of the biggest things for getting people happy and getting people moving and getting people dancing. I wonder if that was also a recession indicator.
Yes,
but nostalgia, and so that's the only reason why some of these like songs, like I remember I was trying to mix and I was thinking about Adobe. And I was like, not Adobe. That sounds like Adobe.
I don't. The first time you said it, I was like, and then I was like, okay,
like
Adobe, and then I was like, okay, it clicked.
Adobe as by like Mavens, and like the era of like Ricardo Banks and Corey Bello and DJ, and I was trying to mix that song, and I was trying to mix it with like other songs from like that era that I kind of remembered, and I was like, guys, like, there is a reason that people don't play these songs, because there's so like nothing I was trying was working. Like, and a lot of like older Afrobeats is just like produced. Well, it was produced well in that time, but like when you think about it in the context of the time that we are now, a lot of old Afrobeats needs to go back and be re-engineered and remastered. And so, like when you try to mix it now, like there's a very clear like difference in terms of like quality sound, and then even like a lot of like the things that they had, and so it just sounds kind of atrocious when you're trying to mix it with other things, or even just mixing it with itself. And it's funny because when I go back, and so another thing that I do when I need to figure out how to mix a song, so like Adobe, for example, I searched in Apple Music and I put the name of the song and then I put in bracket mixed. And then it shows you a list of DJs or a list of like DJ mixes that have used that particular song. And so for each one, I click on it and I kind of listen to the transition that they did. And all of them just had these really like abrupt transitions, which just really shows like how hard it is and how like it's not like so many of us have the same issue that I like it just is what it is, and it's just gonna have to sound very like rushed and very like quick. Like I'm probably gonna have to, well, not me, but like an MC I'll probably tell an MC like, yo, talk on the mic right now, try to hype people up. I'm gonna like switch over to the song, like kind of that kind of situation. Like it's not gonna be something that's gonna be like so smooth, and which is why like I really like SoundCloud, because whenever I'm having a hard time with a song, I go find an edit on SoundCloud, and finding an edit on SoundCloud can mean that it's going to be significantly easier to put into my set.
Cool. I think, before I ask my question, you bringing up like the whole like Mavens thing is, I think that's something so cool that Nigeria has kind of forgotten how to do or missed out on. Is like having a band, or like like the excitement that came with everybody being on like Dorobuchi and Emin, and like like things like Eminado and all those songs. It's just like why and I think that's something that is coming. I think that's something that's coming back, especially with like this whole like alter like renaissance of of Nigerian music. I think that's something that we might see again, and I'm definitely very excited for. But like I also think it's a missed opportunity.
Why do you think that's something we might see again?
Just cause like it feels like the people that that are coming up now seem to be coming up. They're coming up together, and like they're working together. Like all the all the shows that they're doing the shows together. Like you can clearly see that even if they're not guys, they have a working or public relationship that I appreciate a lot. And I'm just like, okay, like why can't we have another Mavens? Jazzy does not have the key to this thing. Like they've been groups everywhere. Like is he the only one? Maybe he trademarked it. I don't know.
He might have the key, like we know, and I'm sure he like put something in a calabash and like
clearly because he has the key, but it's just like, do you people not like? We can see,
and I'm sure the funds required for that must be like insane. Because like before even started, like he was like already he already started working with before Maven started. Do you guess like he had already established like
but like I don't think this is impossible, because we have Ijoya. Like that's already the if building block is too like belittling, we kind of have it. Like we already have people doing something similar, or even like Palm Wine Express albums are very close to being what what that is. Because the last not the last one, but like Palm Wine Express 3, that album was a movie. Like every time I listen to any individual song, it's like, no, I can't do this. I have to go to the top and listen in order, because like everything is just very interconnected. Like this is an album. It's a whole project, and it's a bunch of different people though, but it works very well.
But you know the thing, I'm wondering if like, because I think if you look at the Mavens, and not just Mavens, More Hits, because if you even start from More Hits to Mavens, and even when you think about like SDC, I think another thing too is that I think, and also Len, Fimi, YT, when you think about like these people that have these sorts of like collectives, I feel like they are, what's the word that I'm looking for? Have I lost my train of thought? I might have. Oh my gosh, guys, I had something so brilliant to say.
Next episode, they're coming back.
No, wait. Everybody. Okay, no, I know what it is I wanted to say. I think everybody also already kind of has something going on for them because, like, all these artists, they're putting out individual stuff, but then they're also like working so hard, like in this like collective. Because if you think about like Mohits, like when Mohits existed and we all knew of Mohits and we all thought about Mohits, but at the same time, we all thought about Randy Cole, The Banj, The Prince, Dr. Sid, K-Switch as individual entities. Unless I'm missing somebody, and then that kind of like affects my points. But I thought about all these people as individual entities. And so in the same like sense, every like collaboration in that capacity that I think has worked out and worked out well are collaborations that we are also thinking about these people as individual entities and not like under somebody's shadow.
Yeah, that's definitely very fair. Sha, and with that, we have one more question. So, like, but what is like 5 of any, musical facets that has defined you or like, inspired you to be the DJ that
Your
you
Mount
are?
Rushmore.
Yeah. No, yeah. In a sense.
Kind of.
So there's 5, right?
Yeah.
Number 1, Afrobeats, clearly. Number 2, Ote music, 2016 to like 2018 Ote music. I don't know if this counts as Ote music, but if it doesn't, then DJ Olu Banse, that would be like, if it doesn't count as Ote, then that's my number 3. Let's see what other DJs, like, because I think because I wanted to be a DJ, like I realized like kind of late, like I don't know, I wouldn't necessarily say like, I think DJs inspire me, but not in the sense of like that they've inspired my sound. I think interactions with party goers is another thing that's going to be on my Mount Rushmore. Like it has to be like at the end of the day, I'm playing for the people. And the people who really shape a lot of like the vibe. You know what? Number 5, I'm gonna say, instead of saying, oh my gosh, the DJs, I'm gonna say the DJ community that I have. So like my friends and even like my mentors and even just the DJs that like I'm really cool with, they're all like inspiring in different ways. And while like for some of them it doesn't necessarily like affect my sound in any capacity, I think it has influenced me in the sorts of like goals that I go after, or even like the sort of person that I am when it comes to this like music industry like space.
Can you name some of them?
Yeah. Shout your people out. Shout yourself out.
Yeah, shout your people out.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. Like DJ Nipsta, Destiny. Those are 2 of my best DJ friends. But then also Controller, my goats, DJ Mahogany, C-Ray, Hold Up. So many people that I'm trying to think, and I'm thinking of rather, and it's just like so many names. And I think I have such a good DJ community, especially like here in New York, that has just like saved me and healed me, and it's just like one of the reasons why I even kind of look forward to doing these things, because of like the people that I've met along the way. I found the friends that we're looking for.
Maybe
I appreciate
the points of DJing isn't the turntables, but the friends we make along the way.
Exactly. Exactly.
And on that note, guys, that was episode 8 of the Ample Sample podcast.
Thank you so
thank
much.
you so much for joining us. And yeah, we'll see you guys again soon.
Wait. Shout your.
Sorry.
You haven't tell them your socials, your SoundCloud. Where do we find you?
My bad.
Yeah.
And for people who are in NYC, where can we listen to you?
Yeah, I mean, so my SoundCloud is Tobego, but the E is a pound sign. My Instagram is I love you Tobago. I love you is abbreviated, so ILY Tobago. And if you are looking for me, you can always check the dates in my bio. I always have dates in my bio, so like pull up to any of those coming up. Well, doesn't matter what I say.
Booked and
Like,
busy.
when is the episode dropping?
Yeah, don't
She-
say
No, because
she's
I was
busy.
about to
and
say
busy.
like, because if I say the dates, like I'm like I don't know when this episode
Yeah.
is dropping.
Upo. I know. Over
Yeah, and don't
everybody.
shake her. If you do find her, don't shake her.
Please.
Don't
Please.
shake the DJ.
Please don't shake the DJ. No flashing lights. Like you see, I wear glasses, guys. Like I can't. I can't.